From BBC Learning English, this is Learning English from the News, our podcast about the news headlines.
In this programme, solar and wind power now generate more electricity than coal for the first time ever.
Hello, I'm Georgie.
And I'm Phil.
In this programme, we look at one big news story and the vocabulary in the headlines that will help you understand it.
You can find all the vocabulary and headlines from this episode, as well as a worksheet on our website, bbclearningenglish.com.
So let's hear more about this story. For the first time ever, more electricity has been generated through wind and solar power than from coal power plants. That's according to a new report.
The amount of electricity used globally has increased since last year, but 100% of that increase has been met by renewable energy sources.
In the last year, solar power generation has increased by a third and wind power by 7%.
China and India are responsible for a large part of this growth of renewable energy. Europe and the US actually increased their coal and gas power generation. 58% of solar generation is now in lower income countries.
It's been predicted that renewable energy generation could double by the end of the decade.
Let's have our first headline.
This one is from The Guardian in the UK. Global renewable energy generation surpasses coal for first time.
That headline again from The Guardian in the UK. Global renewable energy generation surpasses coal for first time.
Now, this headline is comparing renewable ways of generating energy with coal. We're going to learn the word surpass.
Yes, surpass is a verb and it means to be more than or to exceed. Here, it's saying that the amount of energy generated through renewable means is greater than the amount generated by burning coal.
It is quite formal, so we're more likely to see it in written English. It's often used with numbers and figures to compare them. For example, the estimated global population has now surpassed 8 billion.
It can also be used to say that something is better than something else. Her talent has surpassed all those who came before her.
The word surpasses includes the prefix sur, S-U-R, which we often use to mean over or more. For example, a surcharge is when you have to pay more. If you survive, you live for more time.
We've had surpass, to be more than or to be better than.
For example, the runner surpassed his previous best time by 3 seconds.
This is Learning English from the News, our podcast about the news headlines. We're talking about the fact that more energy is now being generated globally by renewable means than by coal. And here's our next headline.
This one is from Semaphore, an American news website. Renewables overtake coal as world's primary source of electricity.
That headline again. Renewables overtake coal as world's primary source of electricity. And that's from Semaphore, an American news website.
Now, the headline says that renewables have overtaken, that means the same as surpassed, coal. We're going to learn primary source.
Yes, the primary source of something is where most of it comes from. When we talk about the primary source of electricity, we mean where the largest amount of it comes from.
The phrase primary source can be used in many different contexts. So I could say that the primary source of fibre in my diet is fruit. Or you could talk about the world's primary source of gold. You're just saying where the largest amount comes from.
Now, primary source is quite formal. You'll see it in news reports, but not so much in everyday speech.
We've had primary source, where the largest amount of something comes from.
For example, cars are the primary source of pollution in this city.
This is Learning English from the News, our podcast about the news headlines. Today, we've been talking about how renewable energy has become the world's primary source of electricity. And here's our next headline.
This is from AP News. Solar and wind power has grown faster than electricity demand this year, report says.
And that headline again from AP News. Solar and wind power has grown faster than electricity demand this year, report says.
So this headline compares the growth of solar and wind power with the demand for electricity. And the noun, demand, is what we're going to learn next.
Yes, so the verb demand is very common and means to ask for something forcefully. But as a noun, we use it to talk about an economic concept. Demand for something is how much of something people actually want.
Yes, the demand for electricity is how much electricity people want. Developments in technology can affect this. If more people buy electric cars, there will be more demand for electricity.
And from this noun, we get the phrase in demand. If something is in demand, lots of people want it. For example, around Halloween, pumpkins are in demand.
We had demand, how much people want something.
For example, high energy bills have led to demand for more efficient heating systems.
That's it for this episode of Learning English from the News. We'll be back next week with another news story.
If you want to practice what you've learnt, go to our website to see more example sentences and try our free worksheet.
Don't forget, you can find us on social media. Just search for BBC Learning English on your favourite platform. And if you're interested in the environment, we have a topic page on our website all about it.
Go to bbclearningenglish.com. Goodbye for now.
Bye.